In tonight's CBS 42 Your Voice, Your Station report, getting answers to one man's questions about a parking ticket his son received in the mail.
He says the ticket looks like it comes from an official source, but it actually comes from a private company based out of Louisiana. Here's CBS 42 investigator Scott Minshaw.
All over Birmingham, there's private parking lots like the one I'm standing in right now. Almost all of these lots have a sign. These signs tell you how much parking is, how to pay for that parking. They also tell you what will happen if you don't pay for parking. In some cases, your vehicle could be towed. In others, you could receive a ticket in the mail.
Like I said, that's not right, man.
This man, who did not want to be identified by name, says his 16-year-old son was driving his car when he parked in a downtown Birmingham lot. Weeks later, they got this parking ticket in the mail.
Instead of saying the city of Birmingham, it has New Orleans, Louisiana, so something didn't look right off the top.
The man is right. The ticket is not from Birmingham, the police, or any other government or law enforcement entity. It comes from Municipal Parking Services, a private New Orleans-based company.
It has all the bells and whistles of a city ticket, so it will fool the average person. Like I said, I tried to get in touch with the business or whatever, but it's no phone number. It's just an address, and then it's a P.O. box address.
The biggest question for the man who called us was, how did a New Orleans-based company find his address? He says the only identifiable information on the car was his license plate.
What's very concerning to me is, how are they able to run my tag? If they're doing that for my tag, how many other people?
The privately owned lot where the man's son got the ticket is managed by a company called Premium Parking, which is also based in New Orleans. A spokesperson from Premium Parking sent CBS 42 a statement that reads in part, Premium Parking's address lookup and parking invoice mailing services are provided by a third-party vendor, Municipal Parking Services. MPS is responsible for performing these services on behalf of Premium Parking. The spokesperson says they could not get in contact with MPS to find out specifics on how they find addresses. Our attempts to reach Municipal Parking Services were unsuccessful. Carl Bates, the president and CEO of Better Business Bureau Birmingham, says private parking companies are a growing problem in the state.
These are not local companies where somebody bought something off Amazon and decided to start these pay-for-play parking lots. These are legitimate, very technologically sophisticated parking operations that the question is, who's monitoring them, who's maintaining them, do they get out of whack from a timestamp standpoint, and who's checking that to make sure they're legit?
The answer to Bates' questions are pretty hard to find. He says right now, the city of Birmingham does not have any ordinances addressing parking tickets or enforcement in private lots.
I am somewhat surprised that the city of Birmingham hasn't regulated this or hasn't said, that's fine if we're going to do this, but we should get a portion of the action on this.
The man who called us says he wants the city to take action and address what he believes is unfair and predatory parking practices.
And their wishes are coming true. And like I said, this is scary, man. This is scary, not only for me, but for everybody.
Right now, we still have some unanswered questions about state laws and regulations and what information companies like Municipal Parking Services can get access to. We're continuing to work to get answers to those questions, and we'll provide updates as we have them. Reporting in Birmingham, Scott Minshaw, CBS 42 News.
If you have an issue that you need addressed in your community that you're having trouble getting resolved, be sure to call the CBS 42 Your Voice, Your Station hotline. That number is 205-488-4128. You can also send us an email to yourvoice@cbs42.com.